So we've had a couple people fuss at us now in KI about what they view as us criticizing other techniques or modalities like talk therapy, meditation, breath work, inner child work. And I understand why, because these things have helped a lot of people, and we're not denying that or criticizing that or asking people to not do what works for them. What we are doing is pointing to any practice that doesn't explicitly address the root of suffering, which is emotional repression in the body, and highly recommending that you honestly and earnestly ask yourself, why am I doing this? How is this serving me? If the answer you get includes in order to stay safe or to get love, connection, or support, you can be pretty much assured that emotional repression has co-opted your spiritual or healing practice. Another way to say this is that no matter what spiritual practices you do, no matter how long you do them for, you will continue to unconsciously and compulsively suffer at some level in order to get your needs met, and probably for the rest of your life. This is why we're so adamant, direct, and persistent about KI's emotional repression work. Because if we're not addressing the root of suffering in our healing practice, first of all, what are we even doing? And secondly, the root of suffering itself will make sure that we don't address the root of suffering. Repression's number one function is to bamboozle us, which means to hide what's actually happening in our bodies, the fact that we have buried emotions that are driving our suffering, from our conscious awareness. I usually tell people when they first start the KI work and they come in and they claim to want to be free of their suffering that you don't, you really don't. You never have, and you never will. You might think you do consciously, but as soon as you get down into the unconscious body, you'll find that it is arguing like its life depends on it in favor of your continued suffering. This is why an addict can't quit even when they want to. This is why someone with chronic pain can't get rid of it even when they want to. This is why someone with depression and anxiety is treatment resistant. This is why people self-sabotage. See? Your repression has a completely different agenda than you have. And yet it might let you do meditation or talk therapy or breath work or inner child work, but it's not going to stop suffering. Unless and until we make the unconscious repression mechanism and the compulsive, relentless argument for suffering progressively conscious over time. And this is exactly the work that we do in the Kilby inquiries. If you'd like to learn more about it, visit repressiontest.com.